Okay, so here we are again to play the Dark Company, the redesign I have made. We are going to play today the level 2, okay? I have printed again the quest book, also with cardboard covers. I think the result is rather good. Now I didn't have the printing problems I had with the previous quest book. So yeah, now I'm going to play test the level number 2. Level number 2 starts as follows. Mentor says, "Well done! Ultimately the Doom World, the Sargon's elite force, is supporting his game, so Hitler is better defended than I expected. This level is the barrow of Vadim Gorfell, whose spirit was awakened. You must find a stairway to the next level. Legend says that the bowels of the old city housed magical shrines for its visitors. If true, maybe their powers could still help you. Beware the ghost of Vadim, fight him not." Okay, great. So the heroes start here in the stairway, okay? Here there are a couple of closed doors, right here and right here. And yeah, here are the heroes. I need to reshuffle the treasure deck cards between levels, so all the treasure cards are here, right? I hope there is not any treasure card here, okay? And yeah, and the body points and mind points and spells are not regained between levels. This is important, okay? This is so important. So let's start playing. Yeah, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian moves here and searches for traps. There are no traps. The dwarf moves here and searches for secret doors. There are no secret doors. The elf moves here, and yeah, the elf has only one body point, so the elf is not stupid, so he will not search for treasure. And the wizard has only 2 body points, so he will not search for treasure either. So the barbarian will search for treasure, and there is not any special treasure, so he has to draw a treasure card. Finding jewels, 50 gold coins of jewels for the barbarian. Okay, now the heroes have 2 possible paths to follow. This door and this door. Yeah, on the favor of the playtest, I will decide it randomly. 1, 2, 3 this door, 4, 5, 6 this door. Okay, 4. So the heroes will go through this way, right? They will go through this way. That's rather tricky because they will skip. They may skip the shrine, okay, which is a great help for the heroes. So, but they can come back later if they want. But yeah, we are going to playtest like this because yeah, this is an alpha playtest, like a real game. So let's see. The barbarian goes there. They prepare themselves to open the door and see what is beyond. Okay, so let's see what is beyond the door. The barbarian opens the door and sees right next to the door a small wall here, okay? Sees at the end of the corridor another wall, this small corridor, another door closed here, and he sees a dark warrior. Okay, I'm going to place, because yes, I expect the barbarian will shoot me with the crossbow, or probably he will attack me immediately. So I'm going to place an scout dark warrior. Okay, this is the first scout I place, because they are the ones on this redesign I have made. They are the ones who have the better defense. So I expect the barbarian will charge immediately or will shot me. So a wise Sargon player, I think, would place there a scout. Okay, so the barbarian, time for the barbarian rolls and see. Okay, 8. Of course, the barbarian is going, well, maybe he could, playing well, maybe he could place himself here and shot an arrow, expecting that maybe here there could be some traps. Okay, but yeah, let's see. I will do anyway with the dwarf, but well, let's see. Better I will shot an arrow. Yeah, probably that's the way to play. Probably expecting to find some traps there. Who knows? No schools. Okay, time for the dwarf. 8. Okay, now the dwarf will take the risk right now, because the barbarian was not able to kill the scout. So we'll take the risk, even knowing that maybe here there is some traps, but they are not anyway. So he charges against the scout and attacks him with the longsword. 3 schools. Okay, the scout defends with 4 dice. Okay, here it is. Defense with 4 dice. Okay, so yeah, I will take a picture because it's the first scout we see. Okay, and yeah, said he defends against the 3 schools. Against the 3 schools, he defends with 4 dice. 2 black seals. Yeah, so he only gets 1 body point of damage. Good. Now time for the elf, but the elf cannot do too much, so he will just stand next to the door. Okay, and the same for the wizard. Okay, time for the scout. The scout will attack the dwarf with just 2 dice. He only has a short sword, 1 skull. Okay, the dwarf will try to defend. 2 white seals. Okay, time for the barbarian. The barbarian cannot do anything. Okay, sorry. Yeah, he will not move. The scout will not move. Time for the barbarian will move 1 step. And yeah, time for the dwarf. The dwarf will attack with the longsword. 1 skull. The scout defends with 4 dice. Yeah, 2 black seals. Okay, and the dwarf will move back 1 square to let the elf has only 1 body point, but will take the risk of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to kill the scout. 3 skulls, very well. The elf, the scout tries to defend. Only 1 black seal, so the scout is finally killed. Sorry, is finally killed. Okay, so good. Well, the hero searches for traps and treasure and secret doors, and they are not, of course, and they prepare themselves to enter the room. So the barbarian opens the door. Oh, sorry. To see what is beyond. and finds another door, close it here, and 2 dark warriors. Now I'm going to take 2 swordman. 2 swordman because they are more dangerous, and put them here. Okay, the barbarian will try to attack one of the swordman. Yeah, maybe they could be also scouts, but yeah, let's keep the swordman. If they survive the charge, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the barbarian attacks with the battle axe. 1 skull. The swordman tries to defend with 3 dice. No black seals, so the swordman gets 1 body point of damage. Right there. Now it's the turn for the dwarf. The dwarf will try to 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Will attack the same swordman with the long sword. 1 skull. The swordman tries to defend. 1 black seal, so resists. Okay, the elf. Yeah, this is but yeah, let's see. 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4. Let's attack diagonally with the long sword. No skulls. Okay, what will do the wizard? The wizard rolls 6. The wizard rolls 6, and yeah. Yeah. The wizard is expecting 2 hard attacks, so yeah, well, he will keep his yeah, maybe he can cast, yeah, I will check, yeah, because the potion of defense, which is somewhere in the treasure deck, yeah, potion of defense, the wizard has 1. 2 extra combat dice the next time he defends. So I think the wizard, yeah, I shuffle again the treasure deck. 2 extra combat dice in defense are really good now for him because, yeah, I think they will be attacked. So I think it's a good idea for the wizard to drink the potion of defense, right? And try to attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, okay. And I will attack diagonally against the swordman. Yeah, a bit heroic movement by the wizard. 1 skull, okay. And the swordman tries to defend. 1 black seal. So nothing happens. Turn for Zargon. Let me focus a little bit better, sorry. The camera. Yeah, so the heroes now has some problems. First of all, the hard swordman will attack. He cannot attack, well, he can move up to 6 squares, if I remember well. Yeah, swordman can move up to 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one will attack, probably, yeah, the weakest one. Well, the weakest one is the wizard, so we'll attack the wizard with 4 dice. Yeah, because the wizard has 2 body points, but only defends with 3 dice. So we'll attack the wizard, 2 skulls. The wizard tries to defend with 5 dice, sorry, because he has the potion of defense. Okay, 2 white seals, so resist the attack. The wizard resists. Okay, and now the swordman will move 1 and 2 here. Or better, yeah, 1 and 2. The other swordman will move 1 square, okay. Yeah, this swordman better will move here. The other swordman will move 1 square and will also attack the wizard. But now the wizard only defends with 3 dice because the effects of the potion of defense have been lost. No skulls, okay, lucky wizard. Okay, so turn for the heroes. First of all, the barbarian will move 1 square and attack. First of all, no, I will try to attack the other swordman better. The barbarian rolls 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks the swordman from the back with 4 dice with a battle axe, 1 skull. The swordman tries to defend. Yeah, 2 black seals. Okay, time for the dwarf. Okay, the dwarf will try to let's say to attack the already hard swordman diagonally with the longsword. So 1 skull and the swordman rolls. No black seals, so finally this swordman is killed. And the dwarf moves 1 and 2 here. Time for the elf. Okay, the elf will move 6 squares, 1, 2 and 3, and will attack the swordman with the longsword. 3 skulls, very well the elf, and the swordman tries to defend. Only 1 black seal, so the swordman is killed by the elf. Good, the heroes has had some problems, but they have succeeded anyway. Well, they search for traps, there are no traps. They search for secret doors, there are no secret doors, and the barbarian will search for treasure, finding a hazard, losing 1 body point. So the barbarian loses 1 body point. Now he will have only 3. The heroes, step by step, are losing some body points, right? Good. So the heroes prepare themselves to open the next door and go to the next room. Yeah. So, yeah, the barbarian opens the door and finds another door here, okay, and an alchemist's bench. An alchemist's bench right here, and nothing else. So the barbarian enters the room and searches for traps. There are no traps. The dwarf enters the room, searches for secret doors. There are no secret doors. The rest of the heroes enter the room too. And yeah, the dwarf, which is the best, has 5 body points. The dwarf will search for treasure. And there is a quest note that says the first hero searching for treasure in this room will find in the alchemist's bench two potions of healing, which will restore up to 4 body points each. 2 potions of healing. This is one of the questions I had during the redesign, because in previous playtests here there were 3 potions. Because I put 3 potions after the first playtest, but after many other changes we realized during the second playtest that maybe 3 potions here were too many. So I just placed it there, 2 potions. But maybe this playtest could demonstrate that 2 potions are still too many. So in that case I will put just one potion here. But we will see at the end of the playtest before taking any decision regarding this. Okay, so very good. So 2 potions of healing. So I think one will be taken by the, well, everyone already had one. Okay, so maybe I think one more should be taken by the wizard, so now the wizard has 2, and another one should be taken by the barbarian, because the barbarian already has 1 to 6 body points, but the barbarian only has 3 body points left, so he will probably need it soon. Okay, the heroes prepare to open the next door, right? So the barbarian opens the door and reveals here another door and nothing else. So the barbarian enters the room, searches for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf searches for secret doors, there are no secret doors. The elf, okay, and all the rest of the heroes enter the room. And now the dwarf searches for treasure. So draws a treasure card, potion of defense. The dwarf gets a potion of defense. So lucky the dwarf. After that, the heroes prepare to open the next door, right? The barbarian opens the door and sees a room where there is another closet door here and a torture rack here and a dark warrior. Okay, the dark warrior will be a swordman. Good, the swordman is there. Okay, so the barbarian will try 7. 1, 2, 3. Will attack the swordman with the battle axe. 2 skulls. Okay, the swordman tries to defend. No black seals, so the swordman is instantly killed. Okay, the dwarf enters the room and searches for traps. There are no traps. The elf enters the room and searches for secret doors. There are no secret doors. And the wizard enters the room but waits to the dwarf, who will search for treasure. Potion of strength. Very good. So the dwarf has a potion of defense and a potion of strength. Maybe the potion of strength will be given, and both potion of defense and potion of strength will be given to the wizard, I think. Okay, so the heroes are placed next to the next door and they try to, and they open it. The barbarian opens the door and sees the following. He sees here a wall, so the wall continues. I think from here he also sees here another door, okay, and nothing else. Okay, and the open door, sorry, and nothing else. So the barbarian steps out of the door and searches for traps, finding no traps. The dwarf steps here and searches for traps here, and he does not find any trap. The elf moves here and tries to find secret doors, and there are no secret doors on this corridor. And the wizard will step here and will try to find secret doors here, and there are no secret doors. Okay, so the heroes continue progressing through this corridor, and yeah, once the barbarian steps here, he looks down the corridor and he will see here another wall and here a closet door. So the barbarian prepares and the rest of the heroes to enter the next room, the central room. Okay, so yeah, the barbarian opens the door of the central room and reveals here another closet door, and he sees the following. He sees 5 dark warriors. I'm going to place 2 halberdiers and 3 swordmen, because I limited to maximum 3 dark warriors equipped with the same weapon, because otherwise I try to give more variety, because otherwise a Zargon player will start to place every time swordman, or every time crossbowman, and I think one of the best things of this quest originally was the possibility of playing with different dark warriors. So I limited it to maximum 3 of the same. I think it makes sense because, for example, Frozen Horror only included 6 dark warriors, miniatures, and maximum 3 of the same weapon, with the same weapon. So I tried to introduce the same contents in like Frozen Horror expansion, just including 6 dark warriors, right? And of course here there is a Doom World commanding this awesome party of dark warriors. This is one of the iconic rooms of this expansion. I try to keep it as close as possible to the original, this part of the quest. And it could be maybe this room could represent a little bit more or less, because here we don't have any door, or maybe yes, because there is a secret door here. It tries to represent more or less the cover art of this expansion, more or less. Let's say the Doom World and the Dark Warriors fighting against the heroes. Okay, so the barbarian, what will do the barbarian? Okay, the barbarian rolls 8. Okay, so maybe the barbarian could shot an arrow. And go back and try to fight here in the door. It's I know it's not a valiant tactic, but yes, there are so many warriors, so many monsters. There are so many monsters. So yeah, why not? I mean, why not? Well, this is an alpha test, so maybe I should play like, let's say, not being too sharp. I mean, trying to not get the extreme benefits of the rules, okay? But yeah, there are 6 monsters. In HeroQuest, every good player of HeroQuest knows that the orb effect is so deathful for the heroes. So entering here to fight will be a disaster for the heroes, sure. So the barbarian, before moving, he will better shot an arrow with the crossbow and see what happens. So he will shot an arrow to this, before rolling I will say to, against, for example, against this swordman, right? 2 skulls, the swordman tries to defend, no black seals, so this swordman is killed. by the barbarian. And now the barbarian will move back, or will, let's say, maybe he could stay there. Yeah, maybe he could stay there better and see what happens, because the dwarf can attack from there. Okay, so turn for the dwarf. The dwarf will not do anything, the elf will do not anything. Okay, and the wizard will do not anything. So turn for Sargon. Okay, Sargon wants to kill the barbarian. So, yeah, the Shoreman, the Halberdier, and the Doomward cards. The Doomward moves 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8. Or better, sorry. This Shoreman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the Shoreman will move here and will attack the barbarian with 4 dice. 2 skulls. 2 skulls. So the barbarian will try to defend with 5 dice. 1 white seal, so the barbarian loses 1 body point. Now he has 2 body points. Right? Now this is the turn for this halberdier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And will attack diagonally the barbarian with 3 dice. 1 skull, the barbarian will roll 5 dice. 2 white seals, okay. This halberdier will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and will do the same against the barbarian. With 3 dice, 3 skulls, okay. This halberdier, the barbarian rolls 1 white seal, so 2 body points less. The barbarian is killed. The barbarian is killed, but the barbarian will drink a potion of healing of 1 to 6 body points to save his life. 5. So now the barbarian has 5 body points. Okay, I will remove 1 potion of healing. Good. So the barbarian has now 5 body points. Perfect. The rest of the Dark Warriors will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Not very spectacular fight, but typical fight in HeroQuest. Turn for the barbarian. Okay, the barbarian will attack the Shoreman with 4 dice. 3 skulls. The Shoreman tries to defend. 1 black seal, not enough. The Shoreman is killed by the barbarian. Okay, and I think the barbarian will move back. I think he will move back. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the barbarian will stay there. The barbarian will stay there and see. Yeah, but he will receive 3 attacks. It's too much. It's too much. The heroes should try to do something else. Okay, so the barbarian will move back. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the mighty dwarf will try to do something heroic. This is HeroQuest. And moves 8. 1 and 2. And will attack with the longsword. Will attack this halberdier, trying to open some kind of hole into some kind of breach in the lines, in the enemy lines. 2 skulls, and the halberdier rolls dice. No black seal. The halberdier is killed. Yeah, turn for the elf. The elf has only 1 body point, but he has a longsword, so he will move 9, 1, 2, and will attack diagonally against this halberdier with the longsword. 2 skulls, the halberdier tries to defend. No black seals, okay, lucky man, halberdier out. Okay, time for the wizard. Maybe the wizard could try to do something. Maybe could try to sleep the Dark Warrior, but yeah, I think it's not actually necessary, in my opinion, because they have killed already a lot of Dark Warriors. They have killed them. I think they can wait before casting any spell. So maybe it should be, let's say, the wizard. The problem is the wizard, if enters here, will be killed probably in Sargon Storm. So yeah, maybe could be a good idea to cast, trying to sleep the Doom Ward, maybe. Where is the sleep spell? Ah, here it is. Yeah, but the Doom Ward has 3 mind points. So the Doom Ward will roll 3 red die. They are rather intelligent. So yeah, and if the wizard moves here and casts sleep spell over the Doom Ward, if he fails, he will be so exposed. And actually, the only hero who can be attacked in the next turn is the dwarf by this monster. So I think that's not worth to cast any spell by the wizard right now. Nevertheless, the wizard will move 1 and 2 here to trying to attack diagonally or whatever in next turns. Okay, time for Sargon. Yeah, so this swordman will attack the dwarf with 4 dice, 3 skulls, and the dwarf tries to defend. Okay, 4 white seals. Yeah, incredible. Now the Doom Ward. The Doom Ward is forced to move here or here. So the Doom Ward will do the following. Will move here and will attack to get some protection in the corner, but he will be attacked by the elf. And will attack with the dwarf with 4 dice. 3 skulls. Okay, the Doom Ward is a tower enemy. The dwarf tries to defend. Not so lucky, only 1 white seal, so the dwarf loses 2 body points. Now he has 3 body points. Turn for the barbarian. Okay, the dwarf has defended very well the door entry. So the barbarian, let's see, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the barbarian can only step here, but he has a crossbow. So in this case, he can attack diagonally against the swordman with the crossbow because there is not any figure here. So there is line of sight. The line of sight is not blocked in my, let's say, interpretation of the rules. So he will shot an arrow against the swordman. 1 skull. The swordman tries to defend, 1 black seal, nothing happens. Okay, time for the dwarf. Okay, both enemies attack with 4 dice. So the dwarf will decide to try to kill first the weakest one, because the menace is mostly the same in terms of attacking. Okay, so the dwarf will attack with the longsword. the swordman, one school, the swordman tries to defend, one black seal, okay, and maybe now the dwarf could move or not. I think it's not, that's not worth moving. He will stay there protecting the door instead of, yeah. Turn for the elf. The elf will attack diagonally with the longsword over the Doomward. No schools. And turn for the wizard. Okay, the wizard will do nothing. The wizard will do nothing by now. Because it is too risky for him entering the room. So turn for Sargon again. Yeah. They want to kill the dwarf, but the barbarian is a bigger menace for them. And yeah, so the swordman will move here. Okay, no. The swordman will attack the dwarf with 4 dice, 2 skulls, and the dwarf tries to defend. Oh, sorry. No white seals, so the dwarf now has only 1 body point. The dwarf is mostly killed. The Doomward will attack the dwarf with 4 dice, 1 skull. The dwarf will try to defend, 2 white seals, and now the Doomward is not idiot, so he will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, this one I will move this one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get some protection there. They are protecting the secret door. Okay, turn for the barbarian. Okay, now the barbarian has the opportunity to charge. Rolls dice, 8. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and will attack the swordman. The swordman or the Doomward. Okay, let's try to kill the Doomward. To the Doomward with the battle axe. 4 dice, 2 skulls only. The Doomward defends with 6 dice. No black seals. So the Doomward, the barbarian charge has been so effective, and the Doomward gets 2 body points of damage. Good. Time for the dwarf. The dwarf has only 1 body point, but this is the mighty dwarf. So he will try to do something. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And, or maybe, yeah, 4. Because the dwarf has a crossbow too, okay? But he will attack diagonally or with a crossbow. Well, no, diagonally, because otherwise he will not be able, if he attacks with a crossbow with my 100 rules, which are rather common, that's why I am using them. If he attacks him with the crossbow, later the dwarf, I consider that he cannot use his seal, okay? Because this is a very common rule. So he will attack with the longsword diagonally, 1 skull. The swordman tries to defend, no black seals, so the swordman gets a body point of damage. Oh, sorry. Doing all this with just 1 hand is difficult. Okay, turn for the elf. The elf has only 1 body point. 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the elf has no crossbow. Bad news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. No, he will stay there better. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, the dwarf will be attacked first, probably. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the elf will stay there better. And turn for the wizard, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same situation. So the wizard will stay there. Okay, turn for Sargon. Okay, Sargon will, first of all, this swordman will move here, here and here, and will attack diagonally the dwarf. Sorry, diagonally no, adjacently the dwarf. With 4 dice, 2 skulls, okay, bad moment for the dwarf. The dwarf rolls, 3 white seals, incredible. 3 white seals. Turn for the Doomward. The Doomward wants to kill the dwarf, so he moves 2 squares here and attacks the dwarf. 3 skulls, okay. And the dwarf rolls. Only 1 white seal, so the dwarf is killed, okay. But he has 4 body points potion of healing, so now he has 4 body points. I will delete the potion. Good. I remember now that the dwarf has a heroic brew. Okay, Turn for the barbarian. The barbarian will move 1 and 2 to try to kill the Doomward with the battle axe. 1 skull only. The Doomward rolls 6 dice, 2 black seals, nothing happens. Turn for the barbarian, sorry, for the dwarf. So maybe the dwarf should drink his heroic brew. The dwarf is going to drink heroic brew, okay? So he can attack with 2 attacks. He can perform 2 attacks with his longsword. So it makes, with the rules from HispaZargon pack and the rules described for multiple attacks on this pack, this allows him to attack with 3 dice against each monster, or 6 dice against the same monster. So he will try to kill the Doomward, finally. 2 skulls only. Okay, the Doomward tries to defend. 3 black seals. Wow. 3 black seals. Okay. Bad news. Okay, the dwarf will try to... No, sorry. Can move or not. He will stay there. Okay, time for the elf. Let's see the elf. 5. 5. Oh, he should have cast Rock Skin before, but 1, 2, 3, 4. And will attack diagonally because the Doomward is too far. Will attack diagonally the swordman. 2 skulls, and the swordman tries to defend. No black seals. Okay, the swordman is killed by the elf. Time for the wizard. Okay, the wizard maybe could do something. Let's see. The wizard moves 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and will use a potion, will consume a potion of strength. So he is able, now, he's able to attack with 4 dice diagonally against the Doomward. 2 skulls. So the Doomward tries to defend, very good, the wizard. Okay, 2 black seals. The Doomward is so powerful. Okay, time for Sargon. This means the Doomward will move 1 square down and will attack the wizard with 4 dice. Okay, this Doomward is so difficult. 1 skull. The wizard tries to defend with 3 dice. No white seals, so the wizard now has 1 body point only. He has only 1 body point. Okay, has only one body point. Turn for the barbarian moves one square and attacks the downward. Come on, let's go. With the battle axe. One score only. Okay, the downward tries to defend with 6 dice. One black seal, yeah, not enough. The dwarf will attack diagonally. The downward. No skulls, but he will move one square and let the elf attack diagonally too. One skull, yeah, and the downward will try to, yeah, one black seal. Okay, the dwarf will attack with the wizard staff. 2 skulls, and the downward rolls only one black seal. The downward is killed by the wizard. Very well. Okay, as expected, the combat in the central room has been so long. Not too spectacular. Maybe the heroes could have cast some spells, or maybe, but yeah, decisions are not easy. And both the barbarian and the dwarf were killed during this combat. They survived thanks to the potions. Okay, so now is the turn for the barbarian. He will search for traps. Of course, there are no traps. The dwarf will search for secret doors, and yes, there is a secret door here. Right here. And yeah, who will search for treasure? Yeah, the barbarian will search for treasure, I think. Because the rest of the heroes are rather bad. So the barbarian will search for treasure, so he draws a treasure card, finding a gem. Okay, 35 gold coins. So now the heroes have 2 options. Well, actually they have 3 options, because this door was not open, but logically they will follow the same path they are following since the beginning, until they find a dead end or whatever. So 1, 2, 3, this, yeah, actually maybe when I do this randomly, maybe I should wait more the secret door, because usually when heroes find a secret door, they usually go more probably through the secret door. So I will put 1 and 2, the regular door, 3, 4, 5, 6, the secret door. 2. Okay, so they will follow the regular door path. So the barbarian opens the door and sees another door here, a wall right here, and looking down the corridor he sees another wall here. Nothing else. So he will, okay, there is here the door. So he will step 1 square here and will search for traps, and there are no traps. The dwarf will move here and will search for secret doors, there are no secret doors. The elf will move here, and the wizard will move here. Okay, the barbarian will move here, and will look down the corridor and will see nothing. So he will move here and will search for secret doors, there are no secret doors. Sorry, for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf will move here, secret doors, there are no secret doors, okay? So they will prepare themselves to enter the room, the blue room, through this door, okay? So the barbarian opens the door and finds here another door. Nothing else. The barbarian enters the room, searches for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf enters, searches for secret doors, there are no secret doors. Okay. All the heroes enter the room, and the barbarian searches for treasure to see what is here, and finds gold, 15 gold coins. Okay, all of them goes through this door. Yeah, this is too repetitive, but this is HeroQuest. The barbarian opens the door and sees 2 doors. sees two doors, so he enters the room, nothing else, searches for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf enters the room, searches for secret doors, there are no secret doors. Okay, the rest of the heroes enter, and the barbarian searches for treasure. Finding a hazard, losing 1 body point. So the barbarian now has 4 body points. Okay. Good. So I shuffle again the treasure cards. Okay, now they have 2 options. Here there are both regular doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, so they will follow this door. Okay. So, yeah. The heroes prepare to open the door. The barbarian opens the door and sees the following. This is looks like to be a dead-end room. He sees a table here. 1 zombie is the first undead they see in the whole adventure, and 2 mummies. 1 zombie and 2 mummies. They are the very first undeads they find on this adventure. Okay, so the barbarian, let me check the quest notes 1 second. Okay, the barbarian will move and attack, will move first 3. So he will try to kill 1 mummy, I think. 1, 2, and 3. He will try to kill this mummy with the battle axe. 1 skull only, and the mummy defends with 4 dice, if I remember well, but I will check to be sure. Here is the zombie, the mummy, okay. So the mummy defends, with 4 dice and against 1 skull. No black seals, so the mummy gets 1 body point damage, right? Okay, time for the dwarf. The dwarf has 4 body points, it's not bad. The dwarf rolls 11 and will try to attack this 1, 2, and 3. Will try to attack the same mummy diagonally. Okay. Well, I will repeat this roll. 3 skulls. The mummy tries to defend. Good roll for the dwarf. 2 black seals, but not enough. The mummy is killed. Okay, time for the... Oh, sorry. I remember now, that the elf has the spirit blade. The elf has the spirit blade, so he will try to attack the mummy. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The spirit blade cannot be used to attack diagonally. So the elf can roll 4 dice with the spirit blade against the mummy. 2 skulls, and the mummy tries to defend. No black seals. The elf killed the mummy with the spirit blade. Time for the wizard. Let's see what can do the wizard. 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the wizard will attack the zombie diagonally with the staff. 1 skull, the zombie defends with 3 dice. 1 black seal. Okay, the zombie defends. Time for Sargon. The zombie moves 5 squares. So I think worth trying to kill the wizard, because the wizard has only 1 body point. So the zombie moves 1 square and tries to kill the wizard with 2 dice. 1 skull, the wizard tries to defend. 1 white seal, so nothing happens. Time for the barbarian moves 1 square and attacks the zombie with 4 dice. 2 skulls, the zombie tries to defend. No black seals, so the zombie is killed. Well, the heroes have done everything rather good on this room. Okay, the dwarf will search for traps, and there are no traps. The elf will search for secret doors, there are no secret doors. And the wizard will stay there. Okay, the barbarian will look for treasure. And there is a note which says, read the following to the hero who searches for treasure in this room. So mentor, Zargon should read to the barbarian player the following. You notice on the table a magic room book. As you read it, you feel raw power flowing through your body. Your strength increases and you see great spells before you. Movement, a growing shadow, a gargoyle appears, leaping from the pages. Okay, so follow the wandering monster rules, place a gargoyle adjacent to the hero and attack him immediately. So a wandering gargoyle appears suddenly and attacks the back of the barbarian. Okay, so the gargoyle, the first gargoyle the heroes find in this quest, it's a rare monster. There are no so many gargoyles. It's a chaos demo. So, okay, the gargoyle attacks with 4 dice against the barbarian. 1 skull, the barbarian tries to defend. 1 white shield, okay, the barbarian resists. Turn for the dwarf. The dwarf will move 1 square and attack diagonally with the longsword. The gargoyle, no skulls. Turn for the elf. Okay, the elf. Okay, the elf will move. Yeah, but the elf is rather killed also. And the gargoyle is difficult to be defeated. So what can the elf do? He has no crossbow. Maybe he should run away. I see it rather intelligent. Probably 10. Because the gargoyle moves 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here is out of the range of the gargoyle. Turn for the wizard. The wizard happens something similar. Yeah, the wizard will let the gargoyle to the barbarian and the dwarf. So the wizard will run away 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Turn for the gargoyle. The wizard and the elf are far away, so he will try to kill. Yeah, both barbarian and dwarf has 4 body points, so he will try to kill the barbarian because it's a bigger menace for him. The gargoyle attacks with 4 dice, the barbarian 3 skulls. Okay. The barbarian tries to defend. 2 white shields, so the barbarian loses 1 body point. Now he has 3 body points. Okay. And the gargoyle is not idiot, so he will move 1 and 2 squares back to get protection with the furniture. Okay, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian will try to charge. Well, it's not necessary. 1 and 2. He will charge against the. Well, maybe he could shot an arrow and after that let the dwarf attack again. Yeah, maybe it's more intelligent. Yeah, he will shot an arrow with the crossbow against the gargoyle first. 1 skull, so now the gargoyle rolls 5 dice. No black shields, so yeah, the gargoyle has received, has got a great shot from the barbarian. Yes, and now the dwarf, 11. Well, the dwarf maybe could do the same because the dwarf has also a crossbow. Yeah, the dwarf will shot a crossbow too against the gargoyle. No skulls. Okay. Okay, the elf and the wizard will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will move. Yeah, will move 1 and 2 and just 1, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or maybe here, yeah, maybe 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, looks nice. Okay, turn for the gargoyle, 1 and 2 will attack the barbarian again with 4 dice, 1 skull, the barbarian will roll, 2 white seals. Okay, turn for the barbarian. Now the barbarian will attack with the battle axe again, 2 skulls. Okay, this looks nice, 2 skulls, the gargoyle tries to defend, 1 black seal, so the gargoyle gets another spool. Okay, the dwarf will attack with the longsword with 3 dice, 1 skull, the gargoyle tries to defend, 1 black shield, nothing happens. Okay, there is only 1 body point left to kill the gargoyle. Maybe the elf could try to kill it. Let's see, an heroic movement. This is HeroQuest. The elf rolls 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll try to attack the gargoyle with the long sword. 2 skulls, very well. The gargoyle tries to defend. No black seals, the gargoyle is killed. Yeah. Only true heroes wins in HeroQuest. Good. Good. Okay. Okay, so they have not found anything in this room, so they will follow now the next door. Okay. Well, this quest is being played differently than previous playtests. Okay, so the barbarian opens the door and finds nothing, an empty room. So the barbarian enters the room and searches for traps, and there are no traps. The dwarf enters the room and searches for secret doors, and yes, there is a secret door here, which gives access to this dark grey room. Okay, all the heroes enter the room, and the dwarf, because he's the one who has more body points, he has 4 body points, the dwarf will search for treasure. Potion of healing. Yeah, the dwarf has found a potion of healing. Okay. So the heroes prepare to open this secret door. They start to feel something rather bad at the other side, but they are heroes. Okay, the barbarian opens the door and finds, oh, maybe this tomb should be placed like this better, in my opinion. It's more spectacular, probably, than being placed like this. I see it more spectacular like this. Yeah. So, and there is a zombie here. Nothing else. Good. Okay, so the barbarian will move and attack the zombie. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the battle axe. That's what probably will do the barbarian on his turn. Okay, 2 skulls. 2 skulls. Okay. This zombie, the heroes does not know it, but this is I will read the quest note. This is the tomb of Vadim Gorfell. The zombie figure in the room is Vadim's restless spirit and cannot be easily defeated in combat. Do not deadly the players until they attack him and realize by themselves. See Vadim Gorfell special rules on page 7. Maybe this sentence, see Vadim Gorfell special rules on page 7, should be linked with their sentence at the end of the sentence, and cannot be easily defeated in combat, according to Vadim Gorfell special rules on page 7. Do not tell the players until they attack him and realize by the servers. Yeah, it's better. Vadim Gorfell Ghost has the same stats as a regular zombie, except he has 4 body points. So a regular zombie, yeah, I have this is a regular zombie, but instead of 1 body point, he has 4 body points. Good. And yeah, after that there is some treasure there. So let's check on page 7 of the quest book. Yeah, page 7 is this one. Vadim Gorfell. These are the rules I have written for Vadim Gorfell because they took a lot of space. So these special rules I defined after several playtests trying to make this character more interesting. The quest, okay? So Vadim Gorfell's spirit is an incorporeal ghost hosted in a body of a zombie. If Vadim is attacked, like now, with 2 skulls, he cannot actually take any damage from most weapons, but he must always roll his defense dice. Okay, so 3 skulls, so now I rolled 3 dice, 2 black seals, so I blocked the attack, absolutely. So now Sargon should say, the barbarian player, that the zombie has not taken any damage, but yeah, he has not taken any damage because he has blocked it. Okay, so probably the heroes will, yeah, this is interesting, good to know. Probably it is not the time to say the heroes that this is Vadim Gorfell, because I mean, I think worth keeping the secret until the defend roll die do not defend, actually, do not block the attack. And they will say that Vadim gets stunned. So the dwarf will roll now, it's his turn, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's say, we'll shot an arrow against this zombie with a crossbow. 3 dice. 2 skulls, okay, the zombie rolls for defend, no black seals, so the zombie is defeated but not killed. Is, let's say, is knocked down, but it is not killed. It is stunned. This is a special rule because this is a spirit, this is a ghost. So now is the moment to say the hero players by Sargon, that the zombie is not actually a zombie. Okay? And it is stunned. Okay? So it is stunned until the end, or until Sargon's turn. Okay? So, but yeah, the elf has the spirit blade. So the elf is going to attack him with the spirit blade for 1, 2, 3, 4. He is not able to reach the spirit blade, but the heroes can search on this room, can search for treasure, while the zombie is stunned. So the elf will search for traps first, and there are no traps. Turn for the wizard. 6, 1 and 2. The wizard enters and will search for treasure. And there are, there is the first hero searching for treasure in this room will find inside the tomb a potion of magic. So the wizard now has 2 potions of magic, okay? And a potion of cleverness. So now the wizard has 2 potions of cleverness and 150 gold coins. So now the wizard has 150 gold coins. Okay. Yes, so turn for Sargon. So Vadim Gorfell again is ready to attack. I think he will attack. Yeah, he will attack the barbarian with 2 dice only. That's a bad thing. No schools. Okay. Turn for the barbarian. Okay, the barbarian has nothing to attack this guy, but he can try to stun it again with the battle axe. So he rolls 3 schools. Okay, the zombie tries to defend. Only 1 black seal, so yeah, the zombie is again stunned. Okay, so the heroes have realized that this guy yeah, can only be killed with the spirit blade. Yeah, maybe it is too weak. Maybe 2 dice, attacking 2 dice with 2 dice is too weak. Maybe should have 4 dice, I guess, 3 or 4. Because 2 dice are, it's not a fearful enemy. I mean, it's not a fearful enemy. Therefore, yeah. Now is the turn, well, the barbarian will stay there. And now is the turn for the dwarf. The dwarf has nothing against this. So the dwarf will stay there. And the elf will try to attack it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough to attack it with the spirit blade. And the wizard will stay there because he will not cast any spell. Okay, turn for Sargon again. So Sargon wakes, but he will attack the elf. I made a mistake with the elf. 2 dice, no schools, okay, so lucky the elf. Okay, the barbarian will move and attack, again, 3 schools, okay, again Vadim, 3 schools is again stunned. The dwarf will do nothing, the elf will attack with a spirit blade with 4 dice because it's an undead. 2 schools, okay, so Vadim rolls, 1 black seal, so now Vadim has 3 body points. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, the wizard will do nothing. Now Sargon's turn again. So okay, sorry. The elf will move 2 squares back. So Sargon's turn. Vadim, oh sorry. This is just 1, not 3. Sorry. Vadim wakes again and attacks the barbarian again with 2 dice. 1 school. The barbarian tries to defend with 5 dice. Yeah, 2 white seals, okay. And Vadim is not stupid, so he will move 1 square here to avoid the elf attack him in the next turn. Okay, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian will move 1 square and attacks Vadim, trying to stun it again with 4 dice. 3 schools, okay. Vadim rolls, stun it again, okay. The dwarf will move 2 squares and will let the elf attack Vadim with the spirit blade with 4 dice. 1 school only. Yeah, Vadim will roll defense. 1 black seal, so he blocks it. Okay. How can Vadim block the attack if he is stunned? That's a good question. Yeah, how can Vadim block the attack if he is stunned? I said that's a good question. Yeah, well, maybe because it's a ghost. I mean, yeah. Maybe instead of saying he's stunned, maybe we should say he's in shock. and this would allow applying shock rules, because when we explain it shock, yeah, the shock rules, general rules, heroes only one red die to move, attacks once with one combat die and defense with only 2 combat dice. So, but if he is in shock, if Vadim is in shock, searching for treasure will not be possible. Will not be possible. So it is a tricky thing, because I'm realizing that it is so easy and repetitive, the combat against Vadim Gorfell with these rules. I like them in some way, but I'm realizing that the combat is being so easy for the heroes. So maybe should be more difficult. I think the Vadim should force the heroes go outside the room. But if Vadim can be killed by the Spirit Blade, yeah. If Vadim can be killed by the Spirit Blade, we have the problem we are seeing. Okay? Because if you cast a spell to kill it, you are spending spells, so that's a different situation. But if you are using the Spirit Blade, you have this problem, because they will just round it and try to kill it, stun it, kill it until the dice says that it is killed, and that's not funny. That's not funny. Too repetitive mechanic and too obvious tactic. This needs another revision. This is one of the most difficult things this quest needs to be fixed from the original. The original was even worse than this, in my opinion. Okay. Because the Spirit Blade was something said in previous playtest. The players said that Spirit Blade should be able to kill Vadim, and that's the reason why here the elf is attacking Vadim. Yeah. Maybe if Vadim is stunned, maybe he should not be able to. He should not be able to be to defend himself, but that's too easy. In the original quest, Vadim could only be hurt by casting spells, like Pal of Flame, things like that. But nothing else. Not a Spirit Blade, nothing like that. Maybe it is a bit extreme, allowing searching for treasure in the room with Vadim's presence. Yeah. Because Vadim attacking with just two dice is not. It makes him a not, let's say, fearful enemy for the hero, so they will not run away as easily as expected. So, yeah, this needs a fix again. Bad news. Well, we will see. Let's continue and see. But yeah, this is too easy for the heroes. I don't like that. too repetitive and too easy. I don't like that. Maybe the stun rule should be removed. And the hero should just try to put Vadim outside the room or try to kill it. Or just yeah. Maybe because one of the problems was that if Vadim was placed in the door, he was, if he cannot be stunned, he can block the door, and he can trap a hero inside the room. So that's not good, of course. That's not good. But it will force the heroes to cast a spell to kill Vadim if they want to free the hero inside the tomb. So maybe we should come back to the original rules in some way and let Vadim block the door, because at this moment the wizard has 2 potions of magic and still he has some spells. So why not? Why not? At this moment of the playtest, the heroes have enough magic to defeat Vadim using magic. Yeah, and we can allow using Spirit Blade too. Why not? Yeah, makes sense. If you can kill the Witch Lord with the Spirit Blade, why not also kill this ghost? Why not? Yeah. I will need to think about this again, but yeah, unfortunately these rules have not worked as well as I expected. Okay, so this is a playtest. This is the reason to make a playtest. Anyway, we will follow the rules as written now, okay, and continue playtesting. Okay, so now is the turn for the wizard. The wizard will do, well, maybe we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, let's roll. Well, they don't need that, I guess, but yeah. See, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Sargon's turn. Vadim awakens and attacks, obviously, the elf with 2 dice. 1 skull, the elf tries to defend, 1 white shield, okay, the elf defends. Turn for the barbarian rolls 1 skull, the zombie rolls 1 black shield, so blocks the attack. Okay, turn for dwarf, cannot do anything. Turn for the elf, who rolls 4 dice with a spirit blade, 1 skull, the zombie tries to defend. 1 black shield, okay, the elf will try to move back. 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay, turn for the wizard, who rolls 2 dice diagonally, 1 skull, and 1 black shield, so the zombie is not stunned. So the zombie will attack the barbarian with 2 dice. 1 skull, the barbarian tries to defend, 1 white shield, okay, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian will try to stun again the zombie, 3 skulls, okay, the zombie rolls, yeah, the zombie is stunned again. Well, let's see, the dwarf do nothing, the elf, 7, 1, 2, 3, okay, the elf attacks with the spirit blade. 2 skulls. The zombie tries to defend. No black shield. So the zombie now has only 1 body point. And turn for the wizard, who do nothing. The zombie awakens and attacks the elf with 2 dice. 1 school, the elf tries to defend, 2 white seals, okay. Turn for the barbarian, 1 school, the barbarian, the zombie, no black seals, so the zombie is again a stand. It's to unbalance this situation, because for the zombie it's too unbalanced. Yeah, it does not work well. This mechanic is not working well. Okay, turn for the dwarf, pass, skip the turn for the elf. Finally the elf, 3 schools, okay, the elf, no black seals, okay, the elf killed Vadim with the spirit blade. And Vadim has do nothing. I think has not hurt any hero. Yeah, the purpose of Vadim, the goal of Vadim, of using Vadim for Sargon playing, in my opinion, should be try to force the heroes to cast spells, to spend resources. Because otherwise it is just a zombie. It doesn't matter if it has 4 body points. It is not a true enemy. It is not a true menace for the heroes. Because it's just a zombie attacking with just 2 dice. So, yeah, it seems to be too unbalanced for the heroes. Originally, Vadim could not be killed with a spirit blade. He could not be killed with a spirit blade. And it was intended to use Vadim to pursue the heroes through the dungeon. And trying to block their escape. Well, if I remove, okay, maybe I could keep the spirit blade thing, but if I think I should remove directly, I should remove the stunning rule. I should remove it because it does not work. I should remove it because it's too unbalanced. Any other hero, there are 4 heroes, 3 of them has regular weapons, so it allows the heroes to have 3 opportunities per turn to stun the zombie. So there are so many opportunities, so many. Most 90% of the times the zombie will be stunned and will not be able to block any searching for treasure. Yeah. I'm starting to think that maybe I have gone too far with Vadim Gorfell, and maybe I should keep the original rules, because otherwise does not work well. Even maybe I should remove the spirit blade rule. Maybe. Because it's very likely that the heroes will have the spirit blade. Well, I will need to think about this again and see how to solve it. But maybe I will go again. Probably I will go to something more similar to the original rules, because I have tried many different things in the different playtests, and yeah, they do not still work well. So maybe that's a clear sign that maybe nothing must be touched, nothing must be changed too much here. Well, but before continuing, I was thinking that maybe I have the answer right now here. But because what about if I would just allow stunning Vadim Gorfell with the Spirit Blade? I mean, what about if only the Spirit Blade could stun, because this is a ghost? I think it's a kind of spirit. It's something, it's let's say a higher creature, or a higher, let's say creature, not a higher, let's say monster than a witch lord thing, which is an undead negromant. It's a different thing. So maybe what about if the Spirit Blade could stun the zombie, but he could not kill it. This would make the other three heroes, the weapons of the other three heroes, useless. But the Spirit Blade could be used to stun the zombie, but and only allowing casting spells. Yeah, this would allow. Yeah, this would probably solve in 90% of situations. Being probably solve to the trapping issue if the zombies put in the door. But what about the searching for treasure blocking? What about that? Maybe it could be a midpoint rule, letting the use of Spirit Blade to stun, to, let's say, to disable temporarily the Vadim Gorfell monster. But, and it makes sense, it makes more sense than it being stunned by a regular weapon, which I weren't convinced at all. I wasn't convinced at all about that, because it's a regular weapon and you are attacking a ghost. Yeah. And this quest is intended to be played after having completed more or less the game system. So the hero will probably have the Spirit Blade. Will probably have it. Yeah. I was thinking about right now that maybe the Spirit Blade could be given at the beginning of the quest if the heroes do not have it. That's another, in level 1. Maybe if the heroes do not have it, maybe the Spirit Blade could be given. For example, in the warehouse room. Why not? But it will force that every time this quest is played, the heroes will have the Spirit Blade on this very moment. And that is something I am not actually 100% convinced either. Well, the Spirit Blade is given in each quest it is needed, in the official quests. In each campaign it is needed, it is given. But to be honest, this campaign can be finished without the Spirit Blade, because if the heroes run away, if they don't have spells to kill Vadim Gorfell, if they run away, they can't reach the stairway, and Vadim will not follow them according to the general rules. So I think I should not force to give the heroes the Spirit Blade at the beginning of the quest in level 1. I think I should not do it, because it is not actually necessary at all, just a possibility. Okay, but I like the idea of giving the Spirit Blade, let's say, a special place against the Vadim. Why not? Because it's the weapon which can be used to kill the Witch Lord. So yeah, let's see. I will think about it, but maybe that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, what I will do, because the heroes have not been affected by this combat. So what I will do is repeat again the combat since the very beginning, okay? Before entering the room, I will repeat the combat, but considering that only the Spirit Blade can stun the zombie, and we will see what happens. Okay, so let's move everything before opening the secret door. Okay, good. The heroes were there. Okay, the tomb, I think better, I will not change its orientation, because the classic quest has had the tomb oriented like this, so I will keep it like this. Okay, trying to keep the authenticity, let's say, to preserve the original quest as much as possible. Okay, so okay, the barbarian opens the door and he sees here there is, yeah, in such place there is a zombie. Okay, so the barbarian moves, because he does not know nothing, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attacks the zombie. Here is a zombie, right? So, yeah, he attacks with the battle axe the zombie, 3 skulls, and now, yeah, do the zombie roll. Yeah, I think he should roll. I think Vadim should roll and say, yeah, he rolls 3 dice and he does only 1 black seal, but it is not killed. And that's the moment when Zargon says the players that the zombie is not killed. However, it only rolled 1 black die, but he was not killed. Okay, so now the heroes realize that. Okay, and well, turn for the dwarf. What will do the dwarf? Okay, maybe the dwarf could, yeah, maybe the dwarf could try to attack with the Orc's Bane, for example, thinking that maybe an artifact could do more. Yeah, something like that. If a Zargon player wants to give more roll to this, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For example. And the dwarf attacks with the Orc's Bane, 2 skulls, okay, and the zombie rolls, no black seals, but the zombie is not killed. Even with the Orc's Bane. Okay, so now probably the elf will want to attack using the Spirit Blade, but he cannot reach the zombie. So, yeah, he will just enter the room 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like there. And the wizard, turn for the wizard, 9. But the wizard will cast a spell over the zombie. Maybe they will just cast it, who knows. Yeah, well, this is a playtest, so maybe we should try to, yeah, he has Fire of Wrath, for example. So maybe if Zargon does not explain Maybe a good idea would see saying in the notes that Sargon should not explain the heroes how to kill Vadim Gorfell. In other words, the heroes should discover by themselves how to kill Vadim Gorfell. I think that's good because it is only a zombie, it only attacks with 2 dice, so it will give the zombie more chances to attack them, to attack the heroes. On the time they are trying to how to kill it and so on. So I think it's good that Sargon should not say the heroes how to kill Vadim and let them to discover it by themselves. So if they are not patient, they will start casting spells before trying to do something with the Spirit Blade. So probably now the heroes do not know Vadim has 4 body points. So probably the wizard will enter the room and will cast. Well, I think this furniture is not enough to block line of sight, okay? Will cast Fire of Wrath, for example, trying to kill the zombie, thinking that the zombie has only 1 body point, right? Or maybe the Jenny, okay? Maybe the Jenny, but no, Fire of Wrath, because, so the wizard will cast Fire of Wrath, so the zombie rolls a 6, so Fire of Wrath is wasted for nothing. That looks nice. Okay, now it's time for the zombie. So the zombie will just attack the barbarian, for example, with 2 dice. No skulls. Okay, time for the barbarian. The barbarian has nothing to use against the zombie. Sorry. So he will just move 1 square back. I will let the elf to attack the zombie with the Spirit Blade and see what happens. Okay, time for the dwarf. The dwarf has nothing to do either. Has nothing to do. So, well, maybe the wizard could use his wizard's staff too. Maybe before casting a spell. Yeah, I have done it bad. Okay, I will. Yeah, probably the wizard before casting Fire of Wrath, if I remember well, the wizard had enough movement to get here and attack the zombie with the staff. Okay, so he will roll 2 dice, 1 skull, the zombie will roll nothing, so one black seal, so the zombie is not killed. Okay, but does not mean, because 1 black seal means, it's important here to keep the secret, I mean, by Sargon. I think it's important to make this character interesting. I think it's important to not say the heroes how to kill it, to make confusion. I think it's good for the game, because it's a different experience that the players usually have on HeroQuest. And each level has something different. The first level had the warehouse. This level has Vadim Gorfell. Third level, I don't remember now exactly, but well, the shrines. Yeah, third level has a trap in a chest, which is rather different. So yes, there are different things on each level. Good. So now is the time for the dwarf cannot do anything, so time for the elf. 1 and 2, the elf will attack with the Spirit Blade with 4 dice, 1 skull, and the zombie will roll, 2 black seals. So the zombie has blocked the attack with the Spirit Blade. So the heroes do not know yet how to kill Vadim Gorfell. So now is the time for the wizard again. So the wizard will attack again with the staff, thinking that it can do something one school, but in defense, no black seals. So now the wizard realizes that the zombie cannot be killed with the staff, with the wizard's staff either. So they will start to think that something is happening. But yeah, the zombie cannot go anywhere from there. Okay, time for the zombie. The zombie will attack the elf. That's a clue. That's a cue, because he knows the elf has something dangerous for him. So the zombie will roll 2 skulls, and the elf will try to defend. Only one white seal, so the elf is killed. The elf is killed by Vadim Gorfell. This is more interesting, but the elf has 1 potion of healing of 4 body points. So he consumes the potion and now has 4 body points again. Yeah. So, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian cannot do anything. Yeah. The barbarian cannot do anything. And the dwarf cannot do anything. So, yeah, the dwarf will move a little bit, 2 squares, to let the wizard cast the spells over the... Well, it was not necessary, actually. Okay, turn for the elf. The elf will attack the zombie again with the spirit blade. 3 skulls. And now the zombie tries to defend. Only 1 black seal. So the zombie gets 2 body points of damage. Okay, and now probably the players will ask, okay, how many body points has the... Oh, sorry. I am going to the old rules. Yeah, the zombie is stunned, but he does not suffer damage either. It is stunned by the spirit blade. Okay, so now is the turn for the wizard. The heroes know how to stun the Vadim Gorfell spirit, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to kill it. Okay? So now, yes, the wizard will cast Fire of Wrath. Now, yes. So, rolling 1 die, 5. Okay, 5 means Fire of Wrath has to do nothing. Turn for Sargon. The zombie awakes. Okay? And attacks the elf with 2 dice. 1 skull. The elf tries to defend with 5 dice. Yes, he defends. Okay, turn for the barbarian, and the dwarf will do nothing. Turn for the elf. The elf attacks again, trying to... But, yeah, he stuns it, but it does not give any advantage for the heroes, because once the Sargon's turn comes, the zombie awakens again. So stunning only serves to avoid the blocking issue. Yeah. So, but they don't get any actual benefit in combat. Maybe if he's stunned, the heroes could pass through the zombie. Yes, that could be possible. But maybe the stun could be extended to any artifact, not only the spirit blade. Maybe could be extended to any artifact. That makes sense. Yeah, but the blocking, yeah. The blocking topic to search for treasure or search for secret doors or whatever, yeah, that's tricky. That's tricky because now they can only search. If I remove the blocking topic, yeah, maybe a stun. The let's say the pseudo shock, the quasi shock situation or a stun situation it's temporary and it should be just limited for passing through the monster. And that's all. To let passing through the monster, and that's all. So maybe we could extend it to any artifact, not only the Spirit Blade. Not only the Spirit Blade. So artifacts could stun it, but cannot kill it. And it is a stun until the end, and it could help, well, not too much. Yes, it could help during the escape, maybe, but if in Sargon's turn it awakens, well, the zombie only moves 5 squares. But it could help to avoid, it will avoid the zombie blocking any door during the pursuing. Yeah, maybe that is just what I should do, because it is unlikely that the heroes will not have any artifact. It is so rare that they will not have any artifact. Yeah, it is difficult to imagine that they will not have any artifact. Maybe I should not use the word stun, I should use the word paralyzed. Maybe the ghost gets paralyzed better. I like it more than stun. The ghost gets paralyzed if attacked by an artifact, any artifact. They could pass through it. And that's all. But artifacts cannot kill it. And that will avoid blocking doors, which is the main issue here. Yeah. So yeah, we should try to play like that better. Now was the turn for the wizard, but I was thinking about that. Maybe if the zombie blocks a door, and it is a stun only, and this arrow stun, maybe it is not enough to pass through the door by a hero, so it forces another hero to help other hero, which is nice. I think it's nice. Yeah. I think we should extend the rule for any artifact. We should allow using any artifact to stun the zombie. Yeah. So, but they have not realized it yet. That I think I should. We are going to replay this. Okay. We need to replay this again because I see clear that we should let any artifact. Okay, so I will give again the potion of healing to the elf. Okay, 4 body points. So now the elf has only 1 body point, and I will give again Fire of Wrath to the wizard. I think worth trying again. So the barbarian opens the door and sees all this, and he moves 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and will attack the zombie with the battle axe. 4 skulls. Okay, and the zombie is not killed because the zombie rolls for defending, but it is not killed. Okay, so the heroes the players have right now realized that regular weapons do nothing to the zombie. So now is the turn for the dwarf. 11. The dwarf moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. And will attack, 9, 10. And will attack with the Orc's Bane to see what happens, which is an artifact. So he attacks with the Orc's Bane, 1 skull. Okay, 1 skull, and the zombie rolls 3 dice. 1 black seal. So they don't know still what happens. Turn for the elf. Okay, the elf cannot attack with the Spirit Blade diagonally, so he will just move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what if I was thinking about, I was thinking about what if Vadim could pass through heroes, because it's a ghost. Yeah, but that means that he will be also able to pass through walls, and that's going too far, in my opinion. If he has the appearance of a zombie, that means, in my opinion, that he has armor, he has weapons, physical armor, even if it is a ghost. So I would not let passing through walls, because it is too far, in my opinion. It is going too far. I imagine this figure as a physical monster, physical body, but with the soul of a ghost, or the internal appearance of a ghost, okay? But the armor and the weapons and the clothes and so on of the zombie are physical objects. They cannot pass through rocks or through walls. Okay, turn for the wizard. So the same, passing through heroes, I don't see it. 1, 2, okay, and 3. So the wizard cannot attack with the staff. He could cast a spell, but they will wait to see what happens with the Spirit Blade first. Makes sense. Okay, turn for Sargon. The zombie will attack the barbarian. Yeah, will attack the barbarian with 2 dice. 1 skull. The barbarian rolls for defending. 1 white shield. Okay, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian has nothing to do, has no artifacts, weapons, so he moves 1 square back. Turn for the dwarf. The dwarf rolls again with the Orc's Bane, because he failed it in previous turn. The zombie blocked the attack. 2 skulls. Okay, the zombie rolls, only 1 black shield, so the zombie is stunned, paralyzed, or confused, whatever you want to say, but he does not lose any body point. Okay, so now the heroes have seen that the Orc's Bane, which is not an especially artifact dedicated for undead monsters, so they have seen that any regular artifact can paralyze in some way the monster. Okay, now the elf will move 1 and 2 and will attack with the Spirit Blade to see if he can hurt the monster. So he rolls 4 dice because it is an undead. 3 skulls, okay, the zombie rolls, no black shields, but the situation is exactly the same. The zombie is still paralyzed, but not killed. Okay, so yeah, now time for the wizard. So the wizard now will cast something against Vadim Gorfell, and he will cast Fire of Wrath, thinking that he has only 1 body point. Fire of Wrath. Okay, so rolling 1 red die, 6. Okay, again, Fire of Wrath is waste. Nothing happens, so they don't still know what if magic affects the zombie. Okay. turn for the barbarian has nothing to do. So he stays there. The dwarf has nothing to do. So he stays there. The elf has nothing to do because he does not have any spell to cast. So only the barbarian, the wizard could cast, for example, Genie spell. Yeah, he will cast Genie spell against the zombie. Yeah, sorry, because it was the turn for Sargon. Sorry about it. And Sargon, yeah, Sargon should have attacked the elf again. No schools, okay. So now the dwarf attacks with the orc's bane, one school, okay, and 2 black seals, spirit blade, 2 schools, zombie, no black seals, okay, so similar situation. And now, yes, now the wizard casts Genie spell. So attacks with 5 dice the zombie. 3 schools, sorry. The zombie tries to defend, but yeah, here there is another question. If the zombie is stunned, maybe he should not be able to defend. He cannot defend. Against 3 schools, he should not be able to defend because it is confused. He cannot roll to defend. Yeah, because yeah, the wizard has already spent 2 spells. And he has cast, yeah, he has, if the zombie cannot defend, he will have 3 body, he will still have 1 body point, which is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah, in my opinion, once we don't allow killing the zombie with any artifact and only with magic, the zombie cannot have 4 body points. It's too much, because the wizard will cast 1, 2, or even 3 spells to kill it, and it's crazy. So if just 1 spell succeeds, maybe 2 if you fail with one of the spells, and if it is attacked by the Genie and it is stunned, he cannot defend. It makes sense, I like it. If the zombie is paralyzed, he cannot roll dice for defense. Thinking especially in the Genie. He does not have defense roll. But Ball of Flame or Fire of Wrath, yes, cannot be enough. Yes, they need to roll a dice. This gives the Genie another roll. Yes, I like it. Cannot defend if stunned. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so yeah, we are going to consider those rules. Any artifact can paralyze the zombie, allowing passing through it. Okay? To solve the blocking issue at doors. But any artifact, if we only allow the Spirit Blade, it is not enough, because imagine the zombie is here and there is only the elf who has the Spirit Blade. Okay, stun the zombie, moves, stun the zombie, but Sargon's time, he wakes up, stuns the zombie, okay, so now can pass, no? Maybe, yeah, but imagine the zombie do the following. The zombie wakes up and moves here. Okay, the elf will go here and will attack it. And will stun it. Yeah. And pass through it. it will take the hero two turns to pass through the door. 2 turns to pass through the door instead of 1. Instead of 1, for example, if it is helped by other hero with other artifact, so this hero can, let's say, the elf wants to go to the dwarf room, so the elf moves, stand, but cannot move again. So Sargon's turn. The zombie awakens, okay, and moves here, for example. So the elf attacks and cannot stand it, or stands it, but cannot move, you know. So Sargon's turn. The zombie awakens again, but can be attacked by, for example, by the dwarf. It's attacked, and in elf's turn, the elf can go away. Yeah, it's mostly the same. It's mostly the same. But I don't like the idea of linking the Spirit Blade with this quest only. I would allow any artifact to stun the zombie, but just to solve the issue with the doors. That's all. That's all. And I would not affect the searching. The searching should be only done if the zombie is not in the room or if the zombie is killed, which is the same of not being in the room. And I would remove the body points. I would just give the zombie 1 body point, like originally. The same stats of a zombie, that's all. That's all. This means that the wizard or the elf will need 1 or 2 spells more or less to kill the zombie, which is a rather good. Here the wizard has spent Fire of Wrath and Jenny. Wow. And in the tomb there is a potion of magic. There is a potion of magic in the tomb. Okay? Which is maybe a too valuable reward. We will see at the end of the quest if it is too much or not. We will keep it by now. So okay, the wizard has cast Jenny spell and has killed Vadim Gorfell's spirit. Okay, and the wizard has searched for treasure like in previous round, and he got already 1 potion of magic, 1 potion of cleverness, and 150 gold coins. And that's all. I think those rules will work well. It's enough. Vadim Gorfell's spirit is only thought to force the heroes to cast spells, okay? To cast spells. In between they realize how, because Sargon should not say the heroes how to kill Vadim Gorfell. They should realize by themselves. That's important to create a good game experience. Let's let the heroes discover how to kill Vadim Gorfell. That's part of the magic of this. That's part of the magic. Same stats. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. So those rules must be reviewed. So let's continue the adventure. So now the heroes have several options. They can go through this secret door or they can go through this door. But of course they will go first through this secret door because it's the last one they found, so they will go that way. So the barbarian will open the door and will discover here another door. He will step in the corridor, search for traps. There are no traps. Okay, secret doors is absurd. There are not. Okay, so they will prepare to enter combat. So the barbarian opens the door, revealing another door here. he opens this door, and a bookcase right here. Okay? So the barbarian, yeah, sorry, I will focus a little bit better the camera. Yes, now it's better. So the barbarian will enter the room and will search for traps. There are no traps. The dwarf will enter the room, will search for secret doors. There are no secret doors. Okay, so the elf has only one body point, so it's not stupid. So he will enter the room, but he will not search for treasure. The same for the wizard, who is looking into the books there as entertainment. And yeah, the barbarian has 3 body points and the dwarf has 4 body points. So the dwarf will look for treasure, heroic brew for the dwarf. Very good. The second one he finds. Okay, the heroes will go through this door and will search for, they will open the door and will find the following. They will see the spiral stairway they were looking for to go to the next level. They will find a throne here. They will find a goblin again, another green skin again, and they will find a doom world right here. So now the heroes have the chance to leave the level, just stepping onto the stairway tile. But they are thinking that here there is a door they have not explored. And this is HeroQuest. So they are heroes, they cannot leave. Yeah, and it's important because in the introduction, Mentor has advised them about these magical shrines. I included this with this purpose, okay? So they know that they are magical shrines, but they have not found anyone. So they could think, okay, we have not found any shrine, maybe there is one through this way. So looking for glory and some magical help, the heroes, I think a wise party of heroes will not leave this level without exploring this area, because Mentor told them, right? So, well, of course, if a party of heroes is playing bad, they will miss this part. They will skip this part of the dungeon. But I assume this quest must be played by heroes, but wise players. Otherwise, they will not succeed. I am trying to play with the heroes if they were good players. Okay? So, anyway, the barbarian so they will try to kill these monsters and come back. The barbarian rolls a 4, 1 and 2, and will attack the Doom World with the battle axe. 2 dice, 2 skulls, sorry. The Doom World tries to defend. 1 skull, 1 black seal, so the Doom World gets 1 body point of damage, right? Yeah, the Doom World is more or less here. Yeah, here is the Doom World. Without enemies. Okay, time for the dwarf. Let's say 6, 1 and 2. Okay, and 3. Let's protect a little bit. Yeah. The dwarf will attack the Doom World, right? With the longsword. 2 skulls. The Doom World tries to defend. No black seals, so the Doom World is killed by the dwarf. Very good. Turn for the elf. 6, so the elf will try to kill the goblin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the longsword. One school, okay, the goblin tries to defend, no black seal, so the goblin is killed. Okay, they have cleaned this area. The wizard enters the room and searches for traps, there are no traps. The barbarian searches for secret doors, there are no secret doors. And the dwarf searches for treasure. There is a note, there is no note, no, there is no special treasure, so the dwarf gets a hazard, losing 1 body point. So now the dwarf has only 3 body points. He has lost 1 body point due to a trap. Good. So now the heroes come back here to see what is at this area of the dungeon. They are violent heroes. So the barbarian opens the door and sees the following. He sees a wall right here and an orc. Another green skin here and nothing else. And the corridor continues there and there. Okay, so he will just move here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and will shot an arrow against the orc. 2 skulls. Okay, the orc tries to defend. 1 black seal only. The orc is killed by a quarrel. Okay, the dwarf will move 1 and 2 and 3 and will search for traps. There are no traps. The elf will search for secret doors. There are no secret doors. Okay, so now the heroes will continue their journey through this corridor, right? And Ryan steps here, he sees nothing, steps here, and yeah, steps here, and he sees a closed door right here. So they have 2 options. They can continue through the corridor this way, or they can go through the door. So in this case, I used to consider the door more probable than the corridor. So 1 and 2, the corridor, 3, 4, 5 and 6, the door. 2, the corridor. So the heroes decide to go through the corridor. Good. So they go through the corridor, okay, and threaten movement, good. Yeah, this is a more difficult way, but this is a playtest, okay. So once the barbarian is here, he sees on this corridor, looking down the corridor, here a door and here a wall. Good. So he steps here and looks for traps. There are no traps. The dwarf steps here, looks for secret doors. There are no secret doors. Okay. So they all prepare to cross the door. So the barbarian opens the door and sees here another door. This is the last open door model I have. And he sees a female here and 2 goblins. 1 goblin here warding the door, another one here, and a female right here, commanding those 2 goblins. Okay, the barbarian moves 2, not too much, so he will move 1 square here and will attack the goblin with a battle axe. I think the goblin will be annihilated. 3 skulls, yes, the goblin is absolutely killed. Turn for the dwarf. The dwarf rolls 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And will attack diagonally the female. With 3 dice, the longsword, 1 skull, the female tries to defend. No black seals, so the female gets 1 body point of damage. Okay. Turn for the elf. The elf 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And will attack diagonally the female. 2 skulls. The female tries to defend. no defense, the female is killed. And turn for the wizard, let's see. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll attack diagonally the goblin, why not, with the staff. 2 skulls, goblin killed by the dwarf, the wizard, sorry. Okay, the barbarian will search for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf will search for secret doors, there are no secret doors, and yeah, the barbarian will search for treasure. Hazard, okay, the barbarian loses another body point. Now he has 2 body points only. And we get back the hazard card to the deck. Good. Okay, so they will go through this door. Nice. The barbarian opens the door, and I will get this door from here, according to the general rules of this redesign. Here there is a cupboard. There is an orc, 2 goblins, and 2 femurs. Difficult room. Like that. Good. So the barbarian, yes, this is a difficult room. 3. So 1 and 2, the barbarian will attack this femur with the battle axe, trying to kill it. 4 skulls. The femur tries to defend. 3 skulls, so nothing. The femur is out automatically. Not automatically, sorry, but yeah, the femur is out. Just 1 attack. Turn for the dwarf. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll attack the femur with the longsword. 2 skulls. The femur tries to defend. 2 black seals. Yes. Turn for the. Oh, I didn't remember that the dwarf has the orc's vein. I always forget it, but anyway, he attacked the femur. It's okay. The elf. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll try to attack the femur diagonally. 2 skulls. The femur rolls. 1 black seal. So the femur gets 1 body point of damage. And the wizard. The wizard, let's say, because, well, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wizard will attack the orc diagonally with the staff. 1 skull. The orc tries to defend. No black seals. The wizard has killed the orc. Okay, turn for Sargon. Yeah. The femur will move 1 square and will attack the elf. 3 dice, 1 skull. The elf tries to defend. 2 white seals. Okay. This goblin will attack, of course, the wizard with 2 dice, 1 skull. The wizard tries to defend. No white seals, so the wizard is killed because he only had 1 body point, but he will drink a potion of healing, so now he has 4 body points. Right? So he has only 1 potion of healing left. Okay. The other goblin will move and attack the barbarian or the barbarian. So 1, 2, and 3, and will block the door, which always is something dangerous in HeroQuest. No skulls. Okay, time for the barbarian. The barbarian can only attack the goblin. That's why it's good blocking that. So he will attack the goblin with the battle axe. 1 skull. The goblin tries to defend. No black seals, so the goblin is killed. And the barbarian will move 1 square here to protect the door. Turn for the dwarf, who will attack diagonally the femur. No skulls. No skulls. Okay, the elf will attack the female too. One school. The female tries to defend. No black shield, so the female is finally killed by the elf. Okay, and the wizard, yeah, the wizard will attack with the staff. The female, one school, and the goblin, one black shield. So now the wizard will move 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, I have to roll. Yes, 9. So 1, 2, and 3 to get protection in the barbarian at the other side of the door. Okay, turn for the goblin. The goblin will try to kill the barbarian. Why not? Or can try. No, he will try to kill the elf. 2 schools. Okay, maybe he is able to do it. 1 white shield, not enough. The elf is killed. Finally. But he has a potion of healing of 4 body points, so now the elf has 4 body points again. Right? Good. Good. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Turn for the barbarian. The barbarian will move and attack the goblin. 1 school. The goblin tries to defend. No black shields. Okay, the goblin is killed. The dwarf will search for traps. There are no traps. The elf will search for secret doors, and yes, there is a secret door here, right in the square he was. The wizard will enter the room, and yeah. Who will search for treasure? The barbarian or who? The dwarf. Yeah. The dwarf. I am playing in a normal way, so I don't try to protect the dwarf by rounding it with heroes if it is attacked by a wandering monster. So I will search. Well, maybe the elf can search better because he has 4 body points. The elf will search. The elf searches for treasure, gold, 25 gold coins for the elf. Good. So they will enter the next room. The barbarian opens the secret door and sees nothing. He enters the room, searches for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf searches for secret doors, and yes, there is another secret door here. And the elf enters the room and searches for treasure. Well, sorry, the camera stopped, not sure when, but yes, the elf entered this room, searches for treasure, and found a potion of healing. I already knew it because in previous recording was a potion of healing, okay? So the elf gets a potion of healing from the treasure deck, and they prepare, again, they are having a little bit luck with the treasure searchings, to be honest. Okay, they prepare to open the next secret door. The barbarian opens it and finds 3 treasure chests. Okay, so the barbarian enters the room and searches for traps, and he finds that here there is a trap on this chest, on this very chest. Okay, so the dwarf moves here and tries to disarm it. So he rolls, tries to disarm it and get what is inside, okay? Black shield, so he fails. That means that the lower chest contains 200 gold coins and a trap. If not disarmed before opening, the hero will lose 1 body point. So the dwarf now loses 1 body point, he has 2 body points. But he has got 200 gold coins plus 35, 235 gold coins. But he has only opened this chest. So now the elf will enter the room and will search for, will open another chest. There are two, so he will decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so he opens the middle one. The middle one has 100 gold coins. So the elf has 100 gold coins plus 250, 350 gold coins. A lot, 350 gold coins. Very nice. And finally, yes, I think the barbarian should open, yes. Well, the best hero is the elf. So, no, to be honest, probably the hero who would open the third chest should be the elf, because it's the one who has more body points, like the wizard, but has more defense. So the elf opens the third chest, who has an undetectable trap, magical trap. If a hero opens it, he will lose 1 mind point. So the elf had 2 mind points, so now he has 1 mind point. Only. The elf has only 1 mind point. The barbarian has only 1 mind point too. The dwarf has 3 mind points, and the wizard has 6 mind points. This is important, this is relevant. Seeing the elf with only 1 mind point is really good for the playtesting. We will see later in the slide. Okay, so there is only one way they have not explored, which is this door. So they will come back through this door, right? And the barbarian will open the door. Well, I will check first the potions before opening the door. The barbarian has 1 potion of healing of 4 body points. The dwarf has 1 potion of healing of 4 body points and 1 potion of healing of 1 to 6 body points. Okay, he will give this potion to the barbarian. And the elf has 1 potion of healing, 4 body points. No, he has not. Okay, he has a 1 potion of healing of 1 to 6 body points. 1 to 6 body points, which means that maybe this should be given to the dwarf better. And the dwarf should give. Okay, the dwarf has no potions. Sorry. This, yeah. This should be given to the dwarf. But the barbarian has a 4 body points potion of healing. Okay, so he will give it to the elf, okay? Because he has not anyone. Yes, and the wizard has 1 potion of healing of 4 body points, okay? And an elixir of life, yeah. It's rather well equipped, and 2 potions of magic, okay? And important, 2 potions of cleverness. If any one hero gets in shock, the wizard has potions. Okay, so the barbarian opens the door, so I will get another door from here, right? And yeah, Vadim Gorfell is closing doors. Yeah, and sees the following. He sees another closed door here, 1 female right here, and 3 orcs. Here, here, and here. 3 orcs, right? So the barbarian will move and attack. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will attack the female first. The battle axe. 4 skulls. The female rolls. No black seals. Female out. Okay, the dwarf. The dwarf moves and has the Orc's Bane. 5, 1, 2, and 3, and will attack 2 attacks to this orc. So 4 dice, 2 skulls, the orc tries to defend, only 1 black seal, not enough, the orc is out. The elf rolls 2, 1, and 2, and will attack this, let's say, this orc diagonally first. 1 skull, the orc tries to defend, no black seals, the orc is killed, and finally the dwarf. The dwarf has 4 body points, yes, why not? He will attack the orc. 7, 1, 2, and 3, and will attack the orc diagonally with the staff. 2 skulls, very well. The orc rolls, no black seals, the orc is killed. Yeah, the heroes are playing rather well here. Okay, the barbarian looks for traps, there are no traps. The dwarf looks for secret doors, there are no secret doors. Okay, so the elf will search for treasure. Wandering monster, yeah, wandering monster. Wandering monster for the elf. So now we are going to see which dark warrior appears. 5. I think that's a halberdier. Yeah, halberdier. That's a halberdier. Here it is, a halberdier. So a halberdier appears here, and yeah, he will attack diagonally. Why not? It's a halberdier, and the general rules allows it. Will attack with 3 dice the elf. 2 skulls, the elf tries to defend. 1 white seal only, so the elf gets 1 body point of damage. Now he has 3 body points. 3 body points. Okay, time for the barbarian. The barbarian will move 1 and 2, and will attack with the battle axe the halberdier. 2 skulls, okay, 2 skulls, and the halberdier defends with 3 dice. Only 1 black seal, so halberdier gets 1 body point of damage, right? Turn for the dwarf. The dwarf moves, let's say, 12, 1, 2, and 3, and attacks diagonally. Attacks, well, maybe better, he will move here and will attack with the longsword. 2 skulls, the halberdier rolls, only 1 black seal, so the halberdier is finally killed. Okay, so the heroes prepare to enter the final room of this quest. Finally, yes, long quest, more, it has been longer than expected. Okay, so the barbarian opens the door, so I replace with another open door model, and he finds the following. He finds a special tile, exclusive of this project. Okay, yeah. Maybe this chest should be placed like this. Maybe better, I think. Because otherwise it's very difficult to place them onto the board, especially when you place this tile. So I will change this. This chest should be like that. Should be like that, in my opinion. Yes. So, yeah. Orion opens the door and finds here there is the shrine. No idea which shrine is it, but yeah. Here is the shrine, okay? But it is not alone. There are 2 zombies here, and 2 mummies here and here. We'll take a picture of this. It's the first time we see a shrine. There are only two in the overall quest, but yeah, this is an important moment. Okay, not two very good pictures, but okay. Okay, so yeah, let's see. There are monsters here. So the barbarian will move and attack. 4. 1, 2, 3. And will attack the mummy with the battle axe. 1 skull, the mummy tries to defend. No black shields, so the mummy gets 1 body point of damage, of course. Yeah. The dwarf. 7. 1, 2, and 3 next to the door, in the middle of the shrine, more or less. And will attack the same mummy with the longsword. 3 skulls, very well. The mummy tries to defend. No black shields, so the mummy is killed. Killed for second time because it's an undead. The elf. The elf moves and has the spirit blade. 11, 1 and 2, okay, it was not necessary to roll, but and uses the spirit blade against the mummy. 1 skull only. The mummy rolls. Sorry. Yeah, 1 black shield, nothing happens. And the wizard, I think the wizard should be back. Should be back. So the wizard will stay here, in the back. Okay? Turn for Sargon. Sargon will attack with the mummy. Will attack the barbarian. 1 and 2. Will attack the barbarian with, I guess, 3 dice, if I remember well. The mummy, yes, 3 dice. Two skulls, and the barbarian tries to defend. Yes, 4 black shield, white shield, sorry. Now this zombie will attack 1 and 2. The barbarian 2 with 2 dice. No skulls, and this zombie, the zombie moves 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, he cannot, to the, yes, 1, 2 and 3 to the dwarf. 1 skull, the dwarf tries to defend. 1 white shield. Okay, turn for the barbarian. The barbarian will attack the mummy with 4 dice. 4 skulls, yes, the mummy rolls, no black shields, the mummy is out. Okay, the dwarf is going to attack, yes, the dwarf is going to attack the zombie he has in front. 1 skull, the zombie tries to defend. 1 black shield, okay. The elf will move and attack with the spirit blade, the zombie. 3 skulls, very well. Okay, no black shields, the zombie is out. And the dwarf maybe could try, yeah, the zombie defends with 3 dice. I think it's too risky. The dwarf will enter the room, that's all. Okay, the zombie will attack the barbarian with 2 dice. 2 skulls. The barbarian will try to defend. 3 white shields, very well. The barbarian attacks the zombie. 2 skulls, and the zombie rolls. No black shields, the zombie is out. Wow, this is, yeah, this is mostly the end. Mostly. Okay, so this room, letter B, quest note, this room is the sign of learning. Tell the elf and the wizard, heroes, they can try to meditate here to regain spells in the room is free of monsters. Maybe here we should say that tell the elf and the wizard they can try to meditate if the room is free of monsters. Maybe we should say when the heroes open the door, tell them that this is the sign of learning, where the elf and the wizard heroes can try to meditate to regain spells if the room is free of monsters. If it is free of monsters. This should be rewarded a little bit and say, once the door is opened, tell the heroes that this room is a shrine of learning. Tell the heroes that they identify this room as a shrine of learning. Yeah, it's better than that the heroes should identify it. Tell the heroes that they identify the room. Well, it's too complex. Just tell the heroes that this room is a shrine of learning. That's all. We should look for simplicity in HeroQuest. So better saying, once a hero opened the door and revealed the room, tell the heroes that this room is a shrine of learning, where the elf and the wizard can try to meditate to regain spells if the room is free of monsters. So before killing the monsters, they should know that they must kill the monsters to use the sign, okay? See Shrine special rules on pages 6 and 7, okay? So we go to pages 6 and 7 of the quest book. 6 and 7, Shrine of Learning. Okay. A hero may only meditate in the room if there are no monsters inside, okay? When our hero meditates, he may do nothing else on his turn. There are two types of shrines, okay? And Shrine of Learning rules are the following. The elf or the wizard can meditate in this shrine to attempt to regain their spells. The hero rolls one red die on his turn. If he rolls equal to or less than his mind points tally, equal or less, he can regain all the spells he had already cast since the beginning of the quest, including those inside artifacts like the spell ring. If he rolls a greater number, he is gripped by a magical vortex and loses one body point. Rolling a 6 always means that meditation roll has failed. A hero may only regain spells by the meditation once per quest. Okay, here there is a problem because the elf has only one mind point tally. So that means that he needs to roll a 1, only a 1, to regain only one spell, which is from the earth spells, the only spell he already cast was Heal Body. Okay, there is a chance of one chance of 6 to regain one Heal Body spell. And in the rest of situations, the elf will lose one body point. So in my opinion, it is too risky for the elf, because losing one body point is so likely for him, for just getting a heal body spell, which is a powerful spell, but yeah, it will cost him one body point, probably, and he will not regain any spell. So a wise player, I think, will not meditate if playing with the elf, because the reward is not enough by rolling just one die. However, so he will not do. However, the wizard has, this is important because I think the wizard, I think the players should know the rules of the shrine before rolling. That is something that must be explained in the rules, that they should know the rules before rolling. Okay, that's interesting because it will let them decide, which I think is cool for the experience, the game experience. Let them decide, like now for the elf, decide if he wants to roll or not. And I think the mind pots are working rather well. This is good, these decisions are good for the game. So, but the wizard has 6 mind points. That means that he will only fail if he rolls a 6. So let's see the wizard, 4. Okay, the wizard regains all his spells. That means he will regain all except earth spells. He will regain water of healing, which was inside the ring, the spell ring, so he regains it twice according to the rule. Ball of Flame, Tempest, Fire of Wrath, and Jenny. Yes. So the wizard has all spells right now. The wizard has finished this level with all his spells, which is great. And the elf, I think, was intelligent to not meditating. Okay, this level has finished, so the heroes should go to the stairway to the next level. They kill Vadim Gorfell, the wizard kill it. Okay, I like this level a lot. Yes, the Vadim Gorfell rules are so messy, but I think I have found the right ones. I have found the right ones, because I think I was so ambitious trying to make Vadim Gorfell a so complex character, and it is not needed, because the only mission of such character, in my opinion, is trying to force the heroes to spend spells, and that's enough. That's good. I will just add the artifact stunning rule, avoiding which could let casting spells without defense, like the Jenny spells, especially thinking in the Jenny spell. And I would extend it, the paralyzing or confusing or whatever I will call it, that the stun status for Vadim Gorfell, I would extend it to any artifact, using any artifact, okay? But the Spirit Blade is any artifact in this case, it's like any other one. The sign rules work well, and yeah, these chests must be rotated 90 degrees to avoid clashes with the tile, and I think the rest has worked really well. Well, here the 2 potions, let's see at the end if I need to remove 1 potion from there, but yeah, everything worked rather well, in my opinion. Everything worked well. So, okay, that's all. Let's see level 3 how goes. Level 3, just to summarize a little bit, the Barbarian has finished with 2 body points and 1 mind point, 80 gold coins, toolkit, Talisman of Lore, Borin's Armor, Talisman of Lore. He has finished with 1 potion of healing of 1 to 6 body points, so 1 potion of healing, and he found 50, 35 and 15, so 100 gold coins plus 80. He has 180 gold coins. Good. So we return these 4 treasure cards to the treasure deck. Later I will shuffle it. 1 mind point and 2 body points only. Okay. The dwarf has finished Orc's Bane, 1 potion of healing of 1 to 6 body points. And 1 heroic brew. So these 2 treasure cards returned to the deck, and 235 gold coins, 2 body points. The elf has finished with, yes, he has here 25 gold coins plus 350, he has 375 gold coins now, 375, Spirit Blade, and Earth Spells, Rock Skin and Pass Through Rock only. 1 mind point only, and 3 body points. Maybe somebody could have think that why I didn't consume any potion of cleverness by the elf to get 1 mind point and try to get the heal body spell in the shrine. Because this potion of cleverness are so useful to avoid shock. Okay, so it is logical that the wizard wants to keep them, because there are 2 characters which are close to getting shock, the barbarian and the elf. And finally the wizard has finished with, let's check, 1 treasure card, 1 potion of defense, okay, 2 potions of cleverness, 1 potion of healing of 4 body points, like the elf, 1 potion of healing of 4 body points, and 2 potions of magic and 150 gold coins, and 4 body points. The elf had 3 body points. So yes, now that's all. I will shuffle, as said, this here is a treasure deck too, a treasure card. Yes, and we have finished this second level. Amazing, so useful, the playtest, especially with the Vadim Gorfell topic. Again, it's a recurrent one. So let's see what happens in level 3. Well, I have had a small mistake, okay? Sorry about this, but when the elf opened the chest here with the undetectable trap here, he lost 1 mind point, but he didn't get the treasure inside. Okay, I missed to get 2 random spell scrolls inside as reward. Okay, so here we have the spell scrolls deck from this quest pack. 7 spell scrolls. I will shuffle them, okay, and see which 2 spell scrolls are got by the elf. Okay, so yeah, 1 is sleep. Okay, so it has to be introduced again. Okay, and the other one is sleep again. So 2 spell scrolls of sleep, right? So yeah, I think I have done it well, following the spell scroll rules. Let me check, but I guess yes. Find the spell scroll, should run turn all the spells with cast face down, mix them, and let the hero draw 1 random. Should record the spell scroll on his character's sheet and return the scroll face down after the spell has. Okay, so the elf will have. Well, I think. The elf will have 2 spell scrolls of sleep. Spell scroll sleep X cross 2. Perfect. So that's all. Okay, so we have finished again the level 2. However, again, as said, I have some thoughts. I've been thinking about playing the level 2. There are a couple of thoughts, important topics, I think I should say, just to record it and don't forget it when I will implement the changes. First of all, about the spell scrolls. The spell scrolls, these cards, as said, there were 2 spell scrolls inside the chest placed here, the one with the undetectable trap. There were 2 spell scrolls there, However, I think I should move. I think finding 2 spell scrolls here maybe is too much. I think would be better to give more variety to the quest and more role to the spell scrolls, because in level 1 there is not any spell scroll found by the heroes except the magic scroll of spells, right? Which is, I see it good, okay, I see it nice. So here in this chest are found 2 spell scrolls, and here in the Vadim Gorfell's tomb, okay, here were found 1 potion of magic and 1 potion of cleverness and 150 gold coins, and maybe would fit better finding here a spell scroll instead of the potion of magic. We will see at the end of this quest, but maybe if I beef a bit the quest, maybe I would remove 1 spell scroll from here and I will put it here, random spell scroll, instead of the potion of magic. I know the potion of magic is much more powerful than a spell scroll, random spell scroll, but much more powerful. But yeah, I think it's too much finding a potion of magic, a potion of cleverness, 150 gold coins, etc, etc. That's the first thing I wanted to say, okay? Removing 1 spell scroll from here and put it into the Vadim's tomb. And the other thing I would like to say, I have been thinking about, is again about Vadim Gorfell. There is a problem with Vadim Gorfell I have not talked about. In the parchment, Mentor says, "Beware the ghost of Vadim, fight him not. So Mentor is warning the heroes that they should not fight Vadim Gorfell. However, we have seen that Vadim Gorfell has the stats of a zombie, after all. It is true it can be only hurt by casting a spell, that's true, but yeah, after all, it is just a zombie. It is not a dangerous zombie. So I was thinking about giving this zombie, the zombie will have just 1 body point, but can be only hurt with casting spells. But I was thinking about giving him 4 attack dice instead of just 2. We can justify it maybe because of the weapon he's using or whatever. It's a death axe or whatever. Or maybe I will not say anything about the weapon that Vadim is wielding. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I think it's a good idea giving him 4 attack dice instead of 2, and the rest of the stats like any other zombie, just to fit with this sentence said by Mentor. And this sentence is said in the original quest, so I don't want to remove it. I want to keep it, but the quest should be coherent, should fit with this, and just a zombie attacking with 2 dice does not fit with this warning, because it's just like a regular zombie menace. So I was going to playtest quickly again, just to see which kind of result could have this. For example, if Vadim, I will not track anything. I will keep everything like the true playtest I have done at the very end, okay? So, but anyway, if it is the turn for the heroes, the barbarian opens the secret door. They don't know that this is Vadim Gorfell, so the barbarian rolls 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attacks the zombie with the battle axe. 3 schools. Okay, the zombie rolls 3 dice to defend. 2 black seals, but not enough. However, the zombie is not killed. Okay, so yeah, right now the barbarian player has realized that it is not a regular zombie. Okay, turn for the dwarf. The dwarf moves and will try to attack with his Orc's Bane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, sorry, because it's a 5. Okay, so from there it's a bit funny because he has the tongue in between, but he will shot an arrow against the zombie. 1 school, the zombie tries to defend. No black seals. Okay, the quarrel does not affect the zombie either. Okay, so now is the turn for the elf who has the spirit blade. So he rolls 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he attacks with 4 dice. He attacks the zombie. Rolling 3 schools, and the zombie defends with 3 dice. Okay, 1 black shield, not enough. So the zombie is, let's say, confused or stunned. I think I will use the word confused or paralyzed. We'll think about it, but yeah. So they have realized that the spirit blade at least paralyzes the zombie, but actually any other artifact paralyzes it. Okay, so turn for the wizard. 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the wizard now has 2 options. He could, has only 1 option, which is casting a spell against the zombie. So he will try. Maybe he casts Fire of Wrath. 3. So he casts Fire of Wrath over a zombie and he kills it. Okay. Vadim Gorfell was not able to attack in any case, but it has been possible because the hero's dice rolls have been so lucky. But imagine the wizard is not able to kill the zombie with Fire of Wrath. And so he has already cast Fire of Wrath. So now the zombie awakens during Sargon's turn and will attack the elf. Because the zombie, when it is stunned, he cannot defend, right? So he attacks the elf with 4 dice. 3 skulls. This is a menace. And the elf rolls 2 white seals, so the elf gets 1 body point of damage. Okay? So the zombie looks like more menacing. Okay? Another thing I am thinking about is maybe we can introduce a new rule special for this pack, which is the multiple attacks rule. Maybe the zombie could attack twice, for example. It gives 1 attack of 4 dice or 2 attacks of 2 dice, for example. Yeah, I like it. The zombie could attack twice. It gives the same stats as a zombie, but we let him attack twice. I like it. I like introducing this rule. The bad thing is, imagine a zombie attacking twice is rather maybe rare, because zombies used to be so slow creatures. So imagine him attacking twice looks rare, but it is true that he has inside a spirit, a ghost. So why not? Why not? Yeah, I like it, and it could mean that he could attack 2 heroes in the same turn, for example. Yeah, so the combat continues. Now the barbarian. The elf has lost 1 body point. Now the barbarian attacks with the battle axe, 3 skulls. The zombie tries to defend, 1 black shield, but the barbarian has the battle axe, so he does nothing to the zombie. So he moves back 1 square, seeing he cannot do anything, and let the dwarf move. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the dwarf will attack with the orc's bane. 1 skull, the zombie tries to defend. No black shields, so the zombie is stunned. Again, paralyzed. Now the elf, but the elf cannot do anything because the zombie is already paralyzed. So now the wizard now casts Genie spell, for example. So rolls, 3 skulls, so no defense possible, so the zombie is killed anyway. So the zombie has had the chance of attacking once. Maximum. He will be able to attack once, maximum. Maybe one of the problems of this room, which is not too funny for this kind of character, maybe one of the problems is during the first turn, the heroes can attack the zombie 4 times. And the problem is there are not enough monsters here, probably. That's one of the problems I see. Maybe a couple of skeletons near the entrance would be better to protect better the zombie, because otherwise looks too easy to kill it. Maybe a couple of skeletons here and here will be better, or maybe here and here. Trying to not replicating the HispaZargon pack tile thing, Hellgram's tongue. Maybe something like that should be done to protect a little bit better the Vadim Gorfell's spirit. Difficult question, because this is altering a little bit the original layer of the quest map. But Vadim Gorfell needs some protection to become this room more interesting. A couple of skeletons would be enough. Let's try. Let's try what happens. Just to try to stop the heroes on their first attack, just to try to stop them a little bit. Just try to stop them having the chance of attacking 4 times Vadim Gorfell in the very first turn. That's the reason why I think a couple of skeletons there, it's a good idea. So, the barbarian opens the door and rolls dice. Okay, 9. So he will move 1 and 2 and attack this skeleton with 4 dice. 2 skulls, the skeleton tries to defend. No black shields, so the skeleton is out. Very well. Now the dwarf. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the dwarf attacks with the longsword because he thinks that's a zombie. He attacks with, and the skeletons contributes to the confusion. I mean, it's good in introducing more monsters. because it will suggest why this zombie is different. No, it's just a zombie, like the skeletons. But, so the dwarf attacks with the longsword, 3 skulls, okay, and the zombie defends, only 1 black seal, but the zombie survives. Nothing happened. So now the heroes can realize that something wrong is bad. Something is wrong. But, yeah, the elf is not able to reach the zombie. Is not able to reach the zombie. Maybe we could put here, no, it's okay. Well, because here there is a skeleton. Yeah, I like it. So, 7. The elf will move 1 and 2 and will attack with the spirit blade, the skeleton. 4 dice. Yeah, 3 skulls. The skeleton is killed. And now the wizard, 9. So the wizard 9 first, instead of using a spell, probably he will. Well, 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So he could attack diagonally with the staff. The zombie, no skulls, so nothing happens. And now is the turn for the zombie. In the first turn, the zombie is able to attack. That's why I think a couple of skeletons is a very good idea. So now the zombie can attack, and he will move 1 and attack with 2 attacks against the wizard. 1 skull only, now the wizard defends, 1 white seal, okay, the wizard has defended, but they have already realized the danger. They have noticed how dangerous it could be this room, okay. Turn for the barbarian. The barbarian, now, well, he cannot do anything because he has not any artifact, nor the spirit blade. So, turn for the dwarf. The dwarf will move and attack with the orc's bane, for example. 2 dice, 2 skulls, the zombie tries to defend. 1 black seal, okay, the zombie is paralyzed, good. And heroes can pass through it if they want, yeah. And turn for the elf. The elf rolls 5, 1, 2, okay, but the elf cannot attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the dwarf will move back a couple of squares, okay. No, he has already moved, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will stay there, he cannot attack. Turn for the wizard. The wizard now will cast Fire of Wrath, 2, and will kill the zombie. Good, but, yeah, again, so early. Again, so early. But, yeah. Maybe 3 skeletons. Why not? 3 skeletons. Place it like this, and the zombie place it there. Maybe like this, or yeah. For example, the idea of the skeletons is trying to entertain the heroes more before attacking Vadim Gorfell. That's the purpose, okay? Let's see this configuration, how it works. Like this or like this, okay? Like this. Or like this. Okay, maybe like this is better. Like this I think is better. Yeah. Well, let's see, the barbarian enters, 1 and 2, and attacks the skeleton, for example. 3 schools. The skeleton is killed. Out. Turn for the dwarf. The dwarf will enter 1 and 2 and will attack this skeleton with the longsword. 1 school, the skeleton tries to defend, 1 black seal, okay. The elf, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is not able to reach the, so he will move here and will attack. He cannot attack with Spirit Blade, but with the longsword diagonally, 2 schools, the skeleton tries to defend, only 1 black seal, okay, out. Turn for the wizard. The wizard will stay probably there, better, because playing conservative, maybe he will put himself here. Okay, next turn. Turn for Zargon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the skeleton will attack the dwarf. 1 school. The dwarf will try to defend. 2 white seals. So okay, he defends. And now Vadim Gorfell. 1, 2, and 3 will attack the barbarian with 4 dice, 2 attacks. 3 schools. Okay, so the barbarian now has a problem. Only 1 white seal. The barbarian loses 2 body points. Yeah, it is clearly seen that introducing more skeletons means the heroes will suffer a little bit on this room, which is what I am trying to cause. I'm trying to cause that the heroes should suffer a little bit before killing Vadim Gorfell, because otherwise they will kill him so early without suffering anything. So yeah, I'm thinking about what if Vadim, if Vadim hurts a hero, such hero will lose his next turn. What about that? The hero will lose his next turn. But yeah, here, or the hero is in shock during the next turn. Or maybe the hero could lose 1 mind point. 1 mind point. Not only body points, also mind points. That's interesting. That's interesting. Not only body points, also mind points. That's an interesting idea. 1 body point and 1 mind point. That's an interesting idea. Yes, I think making this room more challenging, I think worth. Making this room more challenging, I think worth, but I have fear about losing authenticity of the original quest, to be honest. I'm fear about that, but otherwise it does not work well. It is boring. It is, otherwise Vadim Gorfell will look like mostly a regular zombie, but yeah, can only be killed with magic. But what about kill him not? What about the danger of this? Mentor is warning about the danger of this character. So where is the danger otherwise? Where is it? Where is the danger? For me, it's a flaw of the original quest. This enemy should be more dangerous. Should be more dangerous, in my opinion. Should be more dangerous. So imagine if the barbarian loses 1 mind point, he will enter in shock. He will enter in shock. You know? But let's check the shrine of strength. Yeah, it's according to its body points, no problem. So that's the thing. 1 body point and 1 mind point, it's interesting, because attacking with 4 dice, it makes it a really dangerous enemy, and it's another way to lose some mind points on this quest, which is interesting. It's also interesting because later they will face Delsaron in the last combat. They will face Delsaron. Yeah, and at this moment they already have some potions of cleverness. Yeah, so I like the idea. So I think in the final version of this room I will place 3 skeletons, one here, and one here. Sorry, one here, and one here. 3 skeletons. And I will place Vadim Gorfell here, but Vadim Gorfell can be stunned with artifacts, but he can attack twice. It's a regular zombie but can attack twice, and he can affect not only body points, also mind points. So if Vadim Gorfell causes 1 body point, he causes 1 extra mind point. So it's important. Yeah, I like it. I like the idea because it's a spirit, so it does not only affect body, he can also affect mind. And the skeletons are needed. I see they are needed to give Vadim Gorfell at least the chance of attacking once, okay? At least once, and probably he will be able to attack twice, which is good for the game. It's good for the experience. And we are here to improve the original, the classic, and the classic does not work well. This does not work well in the classic. I have tried a lot of options in the different 3 campaigns of playtesting. I have tried different options for Vadim Gorfell, and no one has convinced me until this one. Before I introduced more hard changes, like introducing more skeletons, for example, some skeletons, which is a hard change compared with the original quest. Without those changes, this room does not work well. The character does not work well. So that's what I will do. I have tried a lot of kind of solutions, and this is the best one I have found. Let's finish the combat. The Barbarian loses 2 body points and 2 mind points. So the Barbarian is in shock. The Barbarian right now is in shock, right? So, yeah, turn for the dwarf. Turn for the dwarf, yeah. The dwarf rolls 2 dice, okay. The dwarf attacks the skeleton, yeah, with the 3 dice. 1 skull. Okay, the skeleton tries to defend. Oh, sorry, yes, I did it well. The skeleton is killed. Turn for the elf. 5, okay, but the elf cannot reach this zombie. Okay, sorry, the Barbarian will move 1 square here and will let the elf enter the room, for example. But he cannot do anything. Okay, turn for the wizard. The wizard is, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the wizard will cast for example, Fire of Wrath against the zombie. 5. So Fire of Wrath is cast, but he does not anything. So turn for the zombie again. So the zombie moves 5 only, or 6, I don't remember now, but I guess it's 5. Yeah, 5. The zombie is 5, so he will attack the barbarian again. The barbarian is in shock. So the barbarian attacks 2 attacks, the zombie 2 skulls against the barbarian. Barbarian has, well, the barbarian is killed because he loses 2 body points and he had only 2 body points. So the barbarian had to roll a 1 to 6, 5 body points. Okay, the barbarian should have 5 body points after consuming the potion he had. Okay, 1 to 6 body points. But he has not any potion of cleverness, so he's still in shock. So the zombie rolls 2 attacks, no skulls. Okay, the barbarian is lucky now, no skulls, and yeah, no skulls, which means, yeah, but to pass a potion, I think he cannot have any monster. Yeah, the general rules say the following. Passing items. A hero can pass a potion, artifact, weapon, or any other item to another hero only if the 2 heroes are in adjacent squares and neither hero is adjacent to a monster. So, yeah. Turn for the dwarf. The dwarf rolls 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll move here, for example. And the elf will move 6 here, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the wizard will move 7, 1, 2, and 3. But he has not line of sight, so he cannot give the potion to the barbarian. So he will stay here and will cast Genius spell. Genius spell against Vadim Gorfell. 2 skulls, but Vadim Gorfell is not confused, so he can defend. No black seals, so okay, Vadim Gorfell is killed. But it has cost the heroes 2 attacking spells, the Genie and the Fire of Wrath, and 2 body points and 2 mind points to the barbarian. So the situation is so different. So different. That's the reason why Mentor they said them. Kill him not. That's the reason they should say kill him not. Okay? The parchment. Now makes sense. Fight him not. Now makes sense. I like it. So I will continue the playtest in level 3 with all what has happened here. So I will get the barbarian has consumed 1 potion. He has been killed, but now has 5 body points, but no potion, so healing, which is important. And the wizard now has only 1 potion of cleverness. He has only 1 potion of cleverness. Because the barbarian loses 1 mind point, but now has 1 mind point again. The barbarian has only 1 mind point. Right? Yes, it's more difficult for the heroes right now because they only have 1 potion of healing of 1 to 6 body points. The barbarian, 1 potion. They only have 3 potions of healing and 2 potions of magic, 1 potion of cleverness, 1 potion of defense, 1 heroic brew, and that's all. Those are all the potions they have for the level 3. Right? So I like this solution. I like it. I will change this because otherwise it makes it does not work. Otherwise it does not work. Right? It does not work. I think this works much better for the narrative of the quest, of the experience. It makes sense that Vadim Gorfell is dangerous. Now it makes sense. Okay? So, yeah, let's play level 3.